UC, like at Berkeley, or I didn't think about Brown at the time. Of course, my parents were, you know, they were scared, and they pretty much just forsaken me. They're like, oh, yeah, you know, well, yeah, it's okay, you can become a teacher, or you can become, like, don't worry, you're going to be just fine going to community college. You know, there are plenty of students who do decently well. I'm like, come on, parents, I'm just going to study there for a year and a half, and I'm going to transfer. And you know, I had really underestimated CCSF before coming here, because coming from Lowell, unfortunately, it's very, very competitive. And then there's that very, very poor perception of community colleges. But coming here is probably the most humbling experience I've ever had. I met my closest friends. You know, I met one of the smartest colleagues. Even going to Brown, there are professors here who can't even compare. And I think that's one of the most valuable experiences here, is that you have pretty small intimate classes. Over there you can have classes ranging from 100 to, depending on which courses, 500 students. You do have small courses at Brown, yet here the professors are here because they're not going after research. They're here because they're teaching, you know, and it's also whatever you make of it. Anyway, so I started the undergraduate investment group here because I met a friend named Alex, also in Susan Burson's class in the business course. We had sort of a very competitive rivalry with regard to grades, and he was equally bright. He said, you know, William, why don't we start the undergraduate investment group? You seem very interested in investments. I'm really interested in investments. I'm sure Susan has spoken about Alex before.
Yeah.
He's right now at an investment bank here, and it's called Catalyst. It's a technology investment bank. Very successful kid. He should tell you his story. He's jumped a lot of hoops.
Yep.
But, so we started the undergraduate investment group, I guess really through a lot of student interest. And I think back then it was about 50 students who used to come to our meetings, and it was really nice. I think we had that camaraderie, we had that engagement, and we really wanted students to look beyond not only just completing CCSF courses, but also going to, transferring to states, to UCs, to other colleges, and that's where we sort of just branched out. So I ended up at Brown. It was really hard. My mom really wanted me to stay here, go to UC Berkeley, and my dad's like, no, go to the East Coast. You got to break out of the bubble. I think I probably would have really enjoyed Berkeley as well, but so I went to Brown. Complete culture shock. I didn't visit. Preppy up the ass. I guess kind of a test.
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, it's preppy up the ass.
It is?
Yeah, oh my goodness. Very, very bourgeois, but it's also very nice. Providence.
What city is it in?
It's in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very old
cool.
culture, certainly. Very different from here, I would say. I also work in New York frequently, since a lot of my company's accounts are there, and New Yorkers are very aggressive for those who have visited the East Coast. So that was very different for me, and it was a nice surprise growing up from the West Coast. I started my project. It's called Pre-Mama. It's a prenatal vitamin supplement that contains clinically patented ingredients that help not only promote healthy pregnancies, but also help clinically reduce morning sickness. And where did I think of a prenatal supplement idea? So it started in an entrepreneurship class, and then we had to think of a $100 million idea. Went through several phases. My professor kept rejecting them. He said, William, go out and try to solve a problem. Don't try to think of an idea and then craft a problem around the idea. So for those who are budding entrepreneurs right now, I think it's easy to get sidetracked by focusing on an idea as opposed to a problem. And so he really encouraged going out there looking for a problem. What problems do you face every single day, as a consumer, as a student, as a person in society, and try to find a solution to that. Most likely there are other people out there who are going to share the same problems. And plus, if you are going to pursue an entrepreneurial project that pertains to solving a problem, your personal problem, you'll most likely be more passionate about it. So I went to Whole Foods, walked through the aisles. I noticed there were a lot of baby infant formulas. So, I don't see anything for moms. Why aren't there any formulas for moms? And then there was an expectant mom, a pregnant woman, in the aisles. I asked her. She said, well, we take these really nasty, chalky prenatal pills. It causes constipation because of the iron.
Yeah.
I have morning sickness, so it doesn't help during my first trimester. I thought, okay, well, so there's clearly a need. The fact that I didn't know anything about prenatals. I didn't even know women took prenatal vitamins. So I went and talked to my mom, and did something called bottom-up research, interviewed a lot of expectant moms, current moms, their past experiences, and it was pretty unanimous that swallowing a large chalky horse pill that causes constipation, and in many cases nausea, is a really, really challenging ordeal. So
Well, you take them before you're trying, too. You
Sorry?
take them
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, 3 months before. They recommend that you take it 3 months before, 9 months, during gestation, and then 3 months.
For planning.
Exactly like that.
What'd you say?
For a
But also,
planned
well, you
pregnancy.
can also take prenatal vitamins if they have biotin that helps your hair and nails. I always joke around and say I take it every day for my hair and nails. That's when I pitch it to moms. But yeah, so we worked with Brown University Medical School and Yale University Medical School. Worked with the OBGYN, pharmacist, and chemist, and we developed a supplement. Threw in some clinically patented ingredients, worked with a very tight supply chain, and finally came up with a product. We competed in the Rhode Island Business Plan competition, and we were, I guess, humbled and very fortunate to win that. They gave us $50,000, and that's where I had to start thinking about what did I want to do. Because when I was at CCSF, I started the undergraduate investment group because I was interested in investments. I had also received an offer from Barclays Capital. I did sales and trading, did commodity sales, oil trading, as well as Asian sales. So I dealt with Asian equities and hedge fund sales. So I got an offer from Barclays, and I really had to choose. Do I do something that I feel I would shit my pants every single day, which is entrepreneurship, because it's so risky. I didn't really know too much about it. I did take a class. Or do I go with a safer route that was more financially stable, that would pay well over, $120,000 a year? Of course, my mom was flipping out.
She was already set for you.
Right? I think that she actually gave me the Wall Street Journal when I was in 8th grade and told me to read about the side, and you have no idea what it was. Yeah, just read the numbers. I think she tried to inculcate that into me. But I ultimately decided to go with entrepreneurship. We had no financing besides that $50,000, and we were going to burn through it in a matter of months. I wasn't going to take a salary, and I guess because for those who are interested in Wall Street, I would highly encourage going through the experience first. I used to tell people, don't do Wall Street because the culture is